go, greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the interbubs. This is ReNDoG, aka Ren McCrunkface, coming at you in episode 17 of this Let's Play Sevtech survival series. And my goodness, guys, I gotta tell you something, it feels really good to be back on Krunkk Island right now. Whew! That was quite an undertaking that we undertook the last few episodes, heading out to the Darklands, getting all them shadow shards and whatnot. And I have just been on Krunkk Island for the last hour or so, just doing general maintenance work, collecting some resources, growing some freaking croppages, checking up on my fishing, doing a little bit of smeltage, just your average Sevtech day, really. And today is very exciting because, well, I don't actually know how Smokey got up there. You were in the Krunkk cave. How did you get up there, Smokey, my dude? Hello? That you must have gone all the way around and all the way up to get up there? What the heck, man? Smokey is trying to hide from me today, guys. He knows what's up because today we are putting Smokey to work. That is, and it's gonna be absolutely awesome. At the end of the last episode, we actually ran out of time. The plan was to make a flame-grilled Whopper. However, we did not have the resources required because this thing requires quite a lot of difficult-to-make stuff. And today, we are going to be making this thing come hell or high water. First thing that we need to do, though, is make a shadow gem. We went to the Darklands to get all of the shadow gem fragments. And now we got to use Smokey, as you can see, in a press to squish all of those shadow gems into, or shadow gem shards rather, into a shadow gem. So that's going to be the plan for today. Smokey, my dude, this is the last of your holiday, man. You can chill up there. You can have a good time. I don't really know what you're up to up there, but I'm going to make a little bit of a space for you over here, I think. This seems like a pretty decent spot for the Smokey milling factory that we are going to be producing. Guys, I want to say a big welcome, by the way, to all of the new people joining the series. I saw in the comments of the last episode that a lot of you guys were saying, oh, I'm brand new here. This is the first time I'm watching a Sevtech video. I hope you guys have gone back to watch the whole series from the beginning. And if not, that's okay, although I am mildly disappointed. But, you know, Krunkk doesn't understand disappointment just yet. He hasn't quite mastered that emotion. So you're okay for now. I also got another really interesting tip from one of you guys regarding barley. Now, in our little farmland over here, which, by the way, I realize is completely wrong. A lot of you guys told me that we didn't need to make these tunnels of water over here. The crops will actually grow, I think, 7 blocks from a single water source. But I kind of like them. Got the sort of agricultural feel over here. But anyhoozle, one of you guys let me know that barley is actually better than wheat, because barley grows faster than wheat does. It does exactly the same thing as wheat. What you do is you grind down barley into flour, and then you turn the flour into bread, right? So it's a good source of one of our nutritions over here, right? Which is grain. But barley actually grows faster than wheat. So it just makes sense for us to upgrade our little wheat farm over here to barley. And yeah, maybe we can get that done by the end of today's episode too. We need to get a few more seeds over here. Now, I've just noticed that I haven't adjusted my skin yet, so once again, Krunk's gonna have 2 left hands in this episode. That's fine, okay? He's still evolving. It's all good. But last episode, we managed to get ourselves these beautiful primal chests, which has really, well, upgraded our storage situation here in the Krunkk cave. I've spent a little bit of time arranging them here also, as you can see. This is my favorite chest over here with all the animal bits. I kind of like it, man. It's looking pretty cool. We still need to get a few more bear claws and stuff. But first things first, guys, we need to do a little bit of smashing up in this business because we need to make ourselves something called a press. Let's get this going. I have no idea how we connect Smokey to a press, so this is going to be kind of interesting. We need some wood, we need a slab, we need some leads, and we need a stick. And, well, Krunk's pretty prepared today. As you can see, got everything that we need for this in the inventory. Get this cranked out as fast as possible over here, man. I'm super keen to unlock that flame-grilled Whopper. I think we'll be able to use that Whopper to automate our food production over here. We've actually got a couple of grills over here, right? A couple barbecues. And at the moment, we've got to manually put the food on the barbecue to cook it. And it's kind of a pain in the butt, if I'm honest. So with the flame-grilled Whopper, I think we will be able to actually automate food production, which is sweet. Also, we'll probably be able to automate the kilns too, so that's kind of exciting. Anyway, you know what to do, guys. Krunkk freaking smash up in here, man. If I can actually do it. There we go. Man, after all this time of playing Sevtech, I still cannot smash properly. I mean, what is wrong with me, guys, honestly? Anyway, there we go. That's looking good. Let's make a little bit of a space out here, I think, for the trowel. I was thinking we could put it right next to the garbage pit over here, which has, very interestingly enough, sprouted a wheat and a dandelion. There's some high-quality compost going on up in there, man. Jeez. Okay, so I want to try and make it look a little bit neat also, right? Just make it look a little bit better than just plonking down that grinder on the ground. Let's add a little bit of stone over here. Maybe I'll add a bit more block variation here too at some point. Can add a couple blocks of andesite or something. But there we go, right? This is kind of where we kind of need like a solid surface, right? For old Smokey to be crushing down stuff in a press. And yeah, that works pretty well, I think. Let's get this down over here. Invalid. Hold a lead to reveal the area needed. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, so let's go pick up our lead. I think I've got one. Oops, can't actually go through there. I've got one more lead over here. Yeah, there we go. Let's have a look at this. This is very cool. Okay, so look at this. It actually shows you where you can and can't go, and it looks like we need to, if we put this in the offhand, will it keep that displayed? Yes. Oh, that's awesome. So let's get rid of some of these. We'll have to get rid of that tiki torch too. And let's just replace it to get the light. Is that looking good? That's looking good. That's okay. That's going to give Smokey enough space to walk all the way around the press over here, right? Shall we make like a little horse path here also, right? Sort of going to go around like this. Oh, this has to go also. It has to get rid of the flower too. That's interesting. You can't have any sort of entity in this zone at all, it looks like it. So that's pretty cool. How's that looking? Yeah, that looks pretty good, right? That looks like it's been trampled by a horse, which is pretty sweet. Okay, so, Smokey, my dude, we need to get you to work, brother. Yeah, look, I know you're not keen, and I think you just pooped in my general direction to show your disdain for what I'm about to do to you. But please, come this way, Smokey, my son. We've got some work to do. What do? Do I right-click on this? Okay, there we go. Nice. He's not happy, is he? He is extremely unhappy right now. It's okay, my friend. You won't have to do too much work, okay? Right, let's have a look. How do we actually use this thing? I suppose we got to put the stuff in there. So we've got 19 shadow fragments and 21 shadow shards. And I have no idea how many shadow gems, rather, that's going to make for us. But let's stick them in there anyway. That put 9 in there. Okay, there we go. It's compressing it. Look at him. Look at him going round and round. Oh, isn't that cute? That's amazing. If I ride him, will he continue to go around? No, okay. That is so awesome. Good job, Smokey. You did it, my dude. Okay, how do we get that out of there? Do we have to right-click there? There we go. Oh, nice. Okay, so we picked up some more shadow gem shards, or one more shadow gem shard. Is that right? Yeah, it's 9 shadow fragments to make 1 shadow gem shard. 9 shadow gem shards to make 1 shadow gem. So we're only going to be able to get 2 shadow shards out of our mission to the Dark Lands. That's about, I don't know what, 6 hours in total worth of grind for 2 shadow gems. Wow, Sevtech is brutal, guys. Anyway, let's make for ourselves our very first shadow gem. Smokey, my dude, you're doing so good, man. Look at that cardiovascular exercise you got going on over there. You're gonna be looking fine for all the horse ladies, man. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, there we go. Our first dark gem in the belly. Nice. That was this achievement over here. That is so awesome. Nice. Okay, so one more to make. Go for it, Smokey. You make us one more gem over there. And let's have a quick look at what we still need to do in the tutorial age. If we complete this string, we will unlock the first age, I think, or age 1. Currently in age 0. And it looks like there's still a few more things over here. A ton of you guys have been telling me about the totemic mod pack that is in Sevtech, and I definitely want to get going on that before we unlock the next age. So maybe next episode we will get shaking and rattling and rolling. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, until then though, we still got a little bit of work to do out here to make that Whopper. Smokey, my dude, can you please walk a little bit faster, man? You've taken your sweet time making the shadow gem. Okay, there we go. Nice work, man. Nice work. I kind of just want to leave you there for now, I think. Can a piranha get you from here? I hope not. Smokey, if there's any trouble out here, please just neigh, okay? Krunkk will come and save you, my dude. I've got skills. I got nunchuck skills. Right, we've got our shadow gem. Excellent. Let's have a look at the recipe for the flame grilled Whopper over here. We need some planks, some shadow gems, a shark tooth, and some charcoal dust. Okay, so charcoal dust is the next thing that we need to do. And for this, we need a millstone. And I think we're going to need Smokey again for this particular task. So let's bring up the Millstone Recipe over here. Ooh, it's kind of fancy, isn't it? That's going to need a slab, some stones, and a grindstone, which is this thing over here, right? And I think I remember how to make the grindstone. It's like this, right? It's just smooth stone, which I cooked down in preparation for today's episode. I know, guys, Krunk's getting more and more organized as time progresses, as his brain advances. What is this? Stick. Can the stick please go up there? There we go. His brain is actually getting better over time, which is awesome. There we go. That should be a grindstone, right? Yeah, that's a grindstone. So, it's grindstone, slab, and stones. So we got to crank out a slab over here first, though, right? So let's get that going. Next step, I really hope we're going to get a better crafting table at some point, guys. I'm getting kind of tired of Krunkk smashing. I wouldn't mind some good old-fashioned Minecraft crafting over here. For some reason, I'm having trouble placing the items on the stupid table at the moment, but there we go. And what do we need up there? The grindstone. Okay, nice. Boom. Now, let's smash that out of that bad boy. Hello. Hello. Did I make the wrong thing? Is this the wrong recipe? Oh, derp. I put it in the wrong order, didn't I? You guys can facepalm. It's fine, okay? Listen, Krunk's been on the beach for a while. He's slowly but surely getting back into the swing of things, but every now and then the brain still fails. But there we go. Nice. We just made a mill. Good stuff. Now, how do we actually use the mill? This is the interesting part, right? Because have a look at this. If we look at the recipe for charcoal dust, there is a millstone. Oh, I see. The millstone doesn't actually use a horse. We're going to have to manually do it, which means I think we're probably going to have to make this handle over here, right? Yeah, the hand crank. And to make that, we're going to need a wooden gear, which is made out of buffalo teeth. Well, this is kind of interesting, guys. It looks like we won't actually be able to make our Whopper today without the gear. We're not going to be able to do this, are we? We need the hand crank. And the only way to make the hand crank is with the freaking buffalo tooth. And I'm assuming that the only way to get a buffalo tooth is from the totemic mod pack. So that's kind of interesting. It looks like I'm going to have to start the totemic mod pack in order for us to make the Whopper. And the grind of Sevtech just got a little bit deeper, didn't it? Smokey, you're laughing at me right now, aren't you? You're like, that'll teach you, Ren, for making me work for nothing. I literally did just make you work for nothing. I am very sorry, Smokey, my friend. But we did get 2 shadow gems so far, so that's good. All right, I've just done a bit of research on the old buffalo tooth, and it turns out, guys, the only way we can get buffalo teeth is by summoning buffaloes using totem poles and stuff. We have to basically do some sort of a ritual where we summon a buffalo to our island or something like that. And I also think that we need a cow. So we're going to have to get a cow onto the island, and we're going to have to look deeper into the totemic mod pack because, well, as you can see, there's quite a lot of interesting stuff to look at. So we're going to have to dedicate a whole episode to this, I think. And next episode, maybe we can try and summon ourselves a buffalo. That sounds pretty cool. In the meantime, and for the rest of this episode, actually, while we got Smokey on the work over here, there's a couple more things that we can actually crank out in the first age. And the first one is kind of interesting. Take a look at this. The horsepower achievement. We got to craft a horse-powered grindstone, and that's going to allow us to make something called a chop, or should I say, an automatic chopper. Now, this interests me a lot, because at the moment, the way that we chop wood in Sevtech is by manually picking up an axe, like so, getting ourselves a little bit of a log action over here, right? If we pick ourselves up a log like so, and heading over to the chopping block, where we have to manually chop this thing down into 2 planks. Now, if Smokey can do that for us automatically, that is something that I would like to sign up for. So, why don't we see if we can get this going today? First things first, we need to make this grindstone thing, this horse-powered grindstone. 2 leads, a stick, and some stone. And I just made all that, didn't I? Yep, I was making the leads while I was talking. Jeez, dudes, Krunkk is evolving. He's multitasking right now, man. It's crazy. All right, there we go. Let's make that grindstone. Nice. That should unlock another achievement for us. There we go. We got horsepower. Beautiful. Now, this is a horse-powered version of the grindstone, I think, right? And I don't know if the grindstone will actually grind down the charcoal. I don't think so, right? Because if we have a look at the charcoal dust, we have to use a millstone for that. So that's kind of unfortunate. However, this thing is kind of useful because this can grind down bone meal and a whole bunch of other stuff. I tell you what, I'm going to put the grindstone in here because that's not the one that I want to try today. I want to try that chopper one, actually, because I think the chopper one's going to be very, very, very useful for us. Is it? Yeah, if we just type in chop, we find it. Horse chopping block. Nice. Okay, so another couple of leads, a little bit of flint, and some sticks. Actually not very expensive at all, except for the leads. We have to make a little bit more leather over here. Looks like I've got a little bit more prepared, which is good. Let's cut down some of this leather into cordage, and we got to go through the grind of making ourselves a couple of leads. Luckily, I've got the recipe in my brain right now, guys. Take a look at this, man. Krunk's memory is kicking in like nobody's business. We crank out some of this cordage, like so, and we need 2 cordage and 1 string to make 1 lead. So there you go. Krunkk memory. Rocking like nobody's business today, guys. All right, 3 leads in the belly, guys, and this is actually getting kind of exciting. It's weird. It's the small things in Sevtech that are so satisfying. It's being able to automate the really simple tasks that we kind of take for granted usually in Minecraft that I think is one of the reasons I enjoy this pack so very much. I just love doing these things and slowly but surely climbing the tech tree like this. I just think it's so much fun. It's so enjoyable to me, man. Really, really enjoy it. I don't know how many of you guys out there are trying to play Sevtech or if you're just suffering with me over here. But man, if you haven't tried this mod pack, I would highly recommend giving it a spin. It's a heck of a lot of fun, man. Is there a Sevtech 2 coming? That would be fantastic. Anyway, there we go. This should be our chopper. There we go. Nice horse-powered choppage in the belly. Now, let's have a look how fast this is going to be. Let's pick ourselves up a couple of these stripped logs, actually. We can afford to get those cut down. And I suppose all we need to do now is swap out the, well, what did we have here? The press, right? Swap that out for the chopper. And I suppose, Smokey, my dude, we need to make you like a little work area out here, don't we? Where you have like the grindstone, you have the press, you have the chopper, and then we can just move you between the different machines. So maybe that's something that we can do this week, actually. That sounds like fun. Anyway, let's get that up in the middle there again. And I suppose, wait, that doesn't really work the same way as the press. I think you have to hold this thing to see if it's going to fit. It's green is good to go, baby. Very nice. Good old Smokey's ready to work, man. Nice. He's looking quite sweaty, isn't he? He's definitely done some cardio today. Now, I wonder how many logs we can actually put into this thing. Oh, is it 1 at a time? Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. Interesting. There he goes round and round. Oh, what a little legend. I wonder if we can add a hopper to the top of this thing. Is that a possibility? Is that going to mess up the machine? If we stick a hopper up here, and I suppose we need to add a hopper underneath it also, right? To take the items out of it. Oh, are we about to create our very first automated machine in Sevtech? Well, aside from the fishing farms, I suppose. Is this going to work? That doesn't work. Maybe it needs to be an MK2 hopper, because this is just a wooden hopper, right? So hang on, let's try this. If we put the MK2 hopper underneath the chopper, is that going to suck that wood out there? No, that's not. Oh, did that suck it out or did I pick it up? Hello? Did that actually work? I think that, well, Smokey seems to think that it worked. Where is the output of this thing? Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. If we break it, there! That actually worked! Oh, that is magical! If this actually works, guys, this has somehow become a really good step for us here in the Sevtech series. By mistake, automating the chopping of wood is really going to help us save a lot of time, and it's going to take our series to the next freaking level out here, man. This is beautiful. Smokey, my dude, I'm loving you today. Anyway, I got that hopper connected up to this chest. I'll upgrade that to a primal chest off camera at some point. But I would like to see if this is going to work over here, right? And the only way that we can actually make this work is if we drop the items into there, right? So if we drop the logs up there, oh my goodness. Okay, so we have to make some sort of like a staircase or something that goes up there without messing up the the circumference of this thing also. Oh man, okay, this is kind of tricky. I suppose for now, we can just make a kind of, I don't know, one of these. Just something like this, right? That might be breaking the machine though. Let me see if I can work something out here. Okay, I'll admit, it's not exactly the most elegant of designs, everybody. But for now, it's doing the trick. And take a look at this. It looks like with the chopper, you can add blocks into the area, and Smokey will actually walk underneath that little bridge over there. So we can work to make a sort of better looking staircase up here, I suppose. I'll do that off camera, but for now, let's have a look if this is going to work. So we've got to come all the way up here, and then we've got to drop our items in there, and it actually works. Oh, this is insane, dudes. Look at this. We can come and stack up logs into the chopper, and Smokey will just go ahead and do the work. Oh, this is so awesome. But it looks like, what is happening there? Is there like a lag? No, it's working, right? We got 7 up there. Let's have a look when it goes down to 6. That's going to get chopped. That gets sucked down. That gets number 6. It's working. Nice. We're automatically chopping freaking logs on Krunkk Island right now, guys. I did not expect this to happen in today's episode, but I gotta say, I am very, very pleased. This is going to change everything for us, man. Smokey is going to do some real good work for us out here, and we're going to need to set him up with similar stations for all of these things, right? For the horsepower and for the pressing, your luck. How come I don't have this, actually? Press charcoal into a larger block. Oh, okay. That's something we can do next episode. But guys, that is awesome. We actually achieved some sweetness today. Next episode, Krunkk going to do ritual dance with the totemic mod pack. And it's going to be awesome, man. See if we can get ourselves some buffalo teeth. Thank you so much for watching this episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, just smack that like button. Or should I say, smash that like button, guys. Me, Krunkk, and Smokey. We'll see you all in the next episode.